Hi guys, thank you so much for joining me again. So today I'm just gonna walk through foundation, concealers, best products, mascaras that have worked for me for many years. So I'm just gonna get straight in and just start. So best product, I use NYX, and this is the pore filler, which is amazing. I highly recommend it. You will notice a big difference when you're using it under your foundation. It almost creates like a flawless it will give you flawless skin. I mean, I know that's a big statement to make, but for me, I sometimes even use it by itself, and it really just kind of it really does get into your skin and just works really well with foundation. So that's the NYX pore filler, and yeah, I highly recommend it. If you haven't tried it, do try it. Especially if you want like a flawless finish to your makeup. Foundation wise, I've tried a few different foundations, and as I think most women out there do. For me, I tend to lean towards like a lighter coverage, simply because I prefer the natural look. If I am gonna have a foundation, I prefer one that I can build up the coverage, or one that just kind of makes my skin look as natural as possible. So I've tried quite a few. The first one that I ever tried was MAC. MAC for me didn't really work too well with my skin. I think I had maybe a reaction to it as well. So and the coverage was quite heavy for me actually, so I stopped using it and I tried YSL Touche Eclat foundation, which is probably the best one that I had used until then, simply because it gave me the coverage that I wanted. It was the coverage, it was a light coverage, almost very natural. You almost look like you're not wearing anything, but it just gives you like a second, like a veil over your skin almost. Yeah, it was amazing. Unfortunately, they stopped making it in my color, which is B80. So I went to Lancome, tried their Teint Idel, I think it's called, which was actually really good. I mean, I loved their foundations, and I loved the fact that they had my tone. For me, I prefer not to. I would rather get the tone as close as possible to my skin tone. I don't like having to buy two foundations and then having to mix them, and then, you know, it's all a little bit too much for me. So I prefer to get a tone that is closest to me as possible. So I tried, yeah, so try Lancome if you are looking for a new foundation. So after Lancome, I went back to YSL and I discovered their All Hours foundation, which they actually told me was better than the Touche Eclat. I didn't believe them because I was like, Touche Eclat was the best, what are you talking about? But this is actually like so good, and the coverage, oh my goodness, it really does create, and it's a buildable coverage as well. You can build it up to a really heavy coverage, but its coverage is amazing, and it does last, as it says, All Hours. It does last me the whole day without having to top it up. So that's that. And I am a color B80 in that as well, if you can see. Sorry if you can't. So yeah, highly recommend it. Concealers, once again, YSL. So I use the All Hours concealer. So that's the one that I use from YSL, and again, I highly recommend it. It's a really good one. I use a color 6, and I just dab it just around here, and yeah, it's amazing as well. The other foundation that I've recently tried, actually, that was actually given to me, and I never really even thought about this brand. I have used their highlighters, which are really good, but I had never really thought about using their foundation, you know, trying the foundations. Revolution, and it's called the Conceal and Define. Don't know if you can see there. And these are amazing. Like, when I say they're so good, they are so good, and you can get this from Superdrug. I mean, I have to mix these two colors, so I mix F15 and F13.5, and oh my goodness, like it's so good. It's, I mean, I compare it, I mean, I use it with my YSL, and yeah, it's amazing. I recommend Revolution. If you never tried it and you're looking for something a bit more reasonably priced, try Revolution. It's really good. On a daily basis, I don't really wear powders, but if I'm gonna wear powder, I don't know why, I always tend to buy like bronzing powders, and this is one that I use from YSL again, and it is a La Hasarin, saying that wrong, bronzing stones powder, and it looks a little bit like that. And yeah, it's really good. It's really light on my skin, which I like, and yeah, it just gives like an overall radiant look, radiant finish to my skin, which is amazing. So, oh, Bobbi Brown, this is a little foundation stick that I carry around with me. It's so good, especially on holiday, and you don't want to kind of have, you know, especially this is amazing if you don't want to have foundation on your face, especially when you're on holiday, just want to kind of like dab it where you need to. This is really good. Bobbi Brown foundation stick is amazing, and I am a color 7 almond in that. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, amazing product. Mascaras. So I'm a big fan of mascara because I don't wear false lashes, and I'm not wearing eyeliner now, and you probably haven't seen me wear eyeliner because I've been kind of going through a phase of not wearing it, but I'm a big fan of eyeliner as well. So foundation, mascara that I'm currently using right now, the one that I've got on, is this one, and this is Rimmel Extreme Black Volume Flash Mascara, and it's in extreme black. It's amazing. I've been using it for many years, and it's just really good. I've tried Charlotte Tilbury, I've tried YSL. Charlotte Tilbury don't recommend. YSL is really good, but it doesn't last very long. It starts to clog up after about 2 weeks, so it's not really worth your money. I would recommend, if you're going for like a designer mascara, this Givenchy, what is it called? Yeah, it's just a Givenchy, but it comes in that packaging, and this is actually really good. I bought this at the airport, so I don't think you can really buy it from any stores, but you can buy it online. I recommend that. It, you know, it gives me thick lashes, and it also helps lengthen them as well. Fortunately, I've run out, hence why I'm back to my Rimmel. The one that I recently spoke about mascara in the last video that kind of gave me a reaction. It was this one. It was the L'Oreal Paris. I'm so sad because I actually love the effect it had on my lashes, but I had a really bad reaction to it, so I'm gonna have to let it go, unfortunately. Yeah, it just kind of, my eyes were itching, and I was starting to get a rash under my eyes, so I had to give it up. But I would recommend for you to try because it's amazing. That's the brush. The brush is like super thin, and it's good for like just lengthening your lashes. So yeah, highly recommend that. Oh yeah, and this one, it's got a really thick brush, which I love. So yeah, I'm gonna have to buy this again. I'm gonna have to buy it online, but yeah, recommend that. So finishing off, usually, powders, let me not forget Garline. So this is a 4 Seasons, this is a terracotta 4 Seasons that I bought a while ago, and apparently this is what Kim Kardashian wore on her wedding day, so I was sold on that. And it comes in like with 4 different tones, as you can see. You can see the one that I use mostly, and I actually use this as a blusher as well. So this is a little bit more expensive, but I recommend this highly. It's amazing. It honestly, it really does brighten up my skin, and just gives my, it just finishes up the whole look perfectly. So yeah, Garline, the Four Seasons powder is amazing. So usually when I finish off my face, I dab this on. Recently discovered this is again YSL. I'm obsessed. And this is called the Souffle. It's like it's a finishing powder, so I'm trying to get it in there so that you can see the name. But it's a finishing powder. There we go. It's a finishing powder in color 03, and it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like, it's, I mean, it just, I mean, I don't know what to say about it, apart from, like, I just love it. It really just radiates your skin and just finishes off your face so perfectly. So yeah, so why is